build that next episode and give everyone a break from putting these like lines down and whatnot. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out and the previous episodes if you would like to follow along. And other than that, this has been Colonial Puppet. Have a nice day. What is up? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is part 9 of Let's Build an Airport, the landing strip / runway. It's been a hot second, I guess you could say. But, you know, let's not waste any time here. Let's get into this long-awaited Let's Build episode. Yeah, I'm just picking up. You know what? It's one of those things where it's like, every time it's brought up, I'm like, am I going to continue this Let's Build? A lot of people are telling me to. And every time I think about it, I'm like, oh God, it's been so long. It's been years. I've gotten so much better as a builder. Going back to the airport, will I just cringe at my building decisions? Will I feel the need to like redo everything? And so to combat that desire to improve upon the airport design and the landing strip / runway designs, I just said, fuck it. I'm going to just load this up and go. Don't think about it, just keep building as if, you know, episode 8 was yesterday. And let's see if that works. So yeah, that's my theory, or that's my mission objective, I guess you could say. I guess I should tell you where I am. I'm at the end of this runway right here, which is right next to the tip of the terminal. So if you need to orient yourself and don't know where I am currently, that's where I am. Yeah. So right now I'm just putting a cap to the landing strip. And then I looked at some pictures. I had ideas of how I wanted to cap off the like the ends of the landing strips themselves. And I was going to model it off of the Grand Theft Auto 5 LAX kind of knockoff airport they have, which has all these weird like red light things at the end. But I think I'm going to go a little bit more simple than that. I'm going to do some strips, some just like big white strips. It seems to be what most airports have, from what I've seen on Google Images. So what I mean by that, okay, so obviously I built out one block with stone, built out where there's quartz, and then I just built a strip of quartz like that, kind of capping off the red, giving it a nice little ending right there. And now I'm going to continue these guys right here. Just keep continuing these out. Do the same thing on this end, like so. And, you know, I'm hoping once that I get this going, once I get the ball rolling, so to speak, these episodes will come out until eventually I'm finished, and I can, you know, no longer torment myself with this let's build constantly looming over my head. So right now I built these two block wide things like that. See? Do you see? Actually, I'll do one more right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I think I have. I probably should have checked, but I'm fairly certain. Okay, I do. I do have world edit, so I do want to figure out the length. So these are going to be the strips, the white strips that I'm talking about. I'm going to elongate them to like pretty far out. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. How does 20 look? Yeah. 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's go with 24. And actually, before I do that, well, actually, no, wait. I was going to set everything in stone, but I realized that would undo what I just placed. T. I hope this works. Set quartz. Hey, look at that. I'm going to do the same thing for all of these. So yeah, and I am going to add lights at the end too. I'm not just going to have it be these strips, but I'm guessing this is what they put at the end of landing strips to kind of make it obvious to planes that this is in fact where the strip starts and or finishes. But on top of these strips, I'm going to add some red lights, aka redstone torches. And oh man, am I in pain. I had a little I was out of commission yesterday. Had a very upset stomach, which was unfortunate. I'm guessing it was acid reflux, because I did have a lot of it was Sunday, which is I guess my cheat day. Had a lot of wine. It was basically a session of Among Us with my friends, and I had about 3 glasses of wine, which honestly isn't too bad, but for me it was a lot. And basically, Drank a lot of that, had a lot of food, had a lot of dessert foods like ice cream and whatnot. Did not sit well. And I got like really bad acid reflux. I also drink a lot of seltzer water, which probably kind of added to the overall fun time. By the way, I'm setting stone, so basically I'm going to encase all of this in stone, as you will see in a moment. Actually, do you know what? This works out perfect. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this with quartz, like that, just to make it a full strip of quartz, like so. But yeah, anyway, I don't know why I started talking about that, but yeah, I was pretty messed up yesterday. I was gonna record this yesterday, but the aforementioned acid reflux got in the way of that. Took some Pepto-Bismol, which is a very basic substance which counteracts the acidity in my tummy, and that did the trick. But yeah, not fun. Not a fun time. It felt like I had a burp that just wouldn't come up. And like also just someone was stepping on my upper chest area. Not very fun. No fever or anything, so I don't think it was the dreaded COVID, but I'm feeling a lot better today, minus some muscle pain. But yeah, not fun. So that's how I spent my weekend, or my Monday, I guess. It's a particularly nasty Monday. I hope all of you watching had a nice Monday that didn't involve acid reflux or other ailments, because that would be the worst. Anyway. Alright, so let's zoom out and see what I just did. So I kind of surrounded all of the quartz we just placed in stone. Now I'm going to do stone slabs, which I think I remember. I think it's... Haha! I remembered. Wow. I'm proud of myself for remembering the block ID for double stone slabs, which is 43 apparently. That's actually wild. Alright. So we set that. See, there's some fancy looking landing strips we're making. And you know what? I'll do this as well. I'm gonna kind of make this flush with the inner stone slab and bring that up to there. Same thing on the opposite side. I do miss this format. It's definitely an easy format to create content in, where it's just straight up commentary. I just turn on the mic, turn on the game, and start playing. Not as produced as I like, but you know, some people like that raw, unedited content, which I know I do. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times on this channel that some of my favorite content creators are the likes of, you know, C Nanners and Hutch and those kind of golden days, golden years, Modern Warfare 2 commentary YouTubers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I spaced these 5 blocks apart, it seems. It's been 2 years, but I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means every 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that's about as much as we can go. And I know some people have told me they watch these for the ASMR qualities of it. not exactly they're following along, but more they're just putting it on as white noise in the background, which is interesting. I do that. That's like my main consumption of YouTube, is to put on a YouTuber that I like to just listen to them talk. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that worked. And have it on in the background while I like do dishes or something to that effect. So I can definitely I guess empathize with that preference. But that being said, I would hate to have to listen to my own voice. One, 2, 3. I'm going to set this as stone. So just put this thick strip of stone, 1, 2, 3 blocks thick. This isn't a lot, so I'm just going to fill this in with stone slab, like so. Now I'm going to put in the lights, which I'm going to use nether brick, because usually these are painted red, and this is the close. Actually, wait, this isn't the closest thing to red I have. We can do acacia, although that'll work. I think every other strip, I'm going to place one of these. It's going to be tricky. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Sorry. The downsides of these kinds of let's builds is that I can't. I mean, I can, but I feel like it goes against the style to go back and undo or delete some parts of it if I mess up. So every other gap, every other 1 block stone gap. So, and I built up 2 here, and then I'm gonna skip this one, build this one up 2, skip this one, build this one up 2, skip this one, build this one up 2. You get the idea. Skip, build, skip, build, skip, build. Something like that. Although, I might just do this. I might just say screw it and build up every single one, just because I realized that it would be off kilter if I did that. So every gap, every stone gap, I'm going to place 2 of these. There's a plane flying overhead, ironically. I hope it's not getting picked up by my stuff. But anyway, now I'm going to place redstone torch. I want to see the clearance. Oh, I can't do that. Darn. Or I could do this. The ones I remember in Grand Theft Auto, the kind of contraptions that the red lights were on at the tip of the landing strips were on something shaped like this, and there was like a light on either one. So I wanted to do something like that, but since I can't do that with this particular configuration, I'm just gonna do like a single one like this. Should get the job done, and it looks legit, you know. But anywho's it's. And I can also do this. I'll put a block of sea lantern in front of each one. Because that looks pretty cool. Like, one thing, I guess I've been saying like a lot about how, you know, over the past 2 years, things have changed that would make it hard to go back to this Let's Build. One of them being the fact that I use stone. I feel like if I could go back, I would change it to a light gray concrete or a gray concrete, or even cyan terracotta, which I think I had access to at the time. Maybe not when I first started, but definitely 2 years ago. I might have even said as much in like the last episode of I don't know, it's been 2 years. But anyway, that's all in the past now. Can't change it. Can't change that. I'm gonna set this to 43. So 1 block, this thing, another block, sea lantern, another block, and then we're going to bring the stone slab back around and cap off the landing strip. Just like that. So there we have the end of a landing strip. So next, the plan is to build that on all of the ends of the strips. So everything we just built down there, I'm gonna build it here, there. I'll actually fly around so we don't miss any if you're following along. So what we just built is going here, it's going here, it's going here. Screw this. I started this last episode. Hopefully it is the same size, but sorry. This outline can go away unless it conforms to what we just built, which honestly, just eyeballing the size, it quite honestly might. But if not, then whatever. Why did I make this so long? Oh my god. It's like a highway to heaven. Build one here. Same thing here. Let's go back. God, I forgot how slow this was. So far, counting the one we just built together, that's 5 ends to the landing strips in total. So, we got our works cut out for us. Going to slowly fly any minute now. Maybe this is why I stopped doing the landing strip. Let's build. It's just waiting to get to the other end of the landing strip. I probably sensed that this was going to be a problem. Although I can always go back and edit this part out. So we have, 5, and then it's going to be an additional 3, so 8 in total, I believe. Unless there's a second. No, so it's just, these 3. So here, and here. There, and there. The one all the way out there, and then the one we just built. So a total of 8 caps, I guess you could call them, to the landing strips we're going to build. So me having access to the latest technologies, I'm going to cut the video and then copy paste that on the other remaining 7 and cut back when I'm done that. So I will see you when I'm done placing what we just built on the other ends of the remaining landing strips. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, there are several new additions to the landing strip. And right off the bat, I can tell that I messed up and didn't copy over the red lights, but pretend they're there. They're going to be there next episode. I'm going to go back and put them in as soon as I stop filming this one. But yeah, so we're on the opposite end that we started from, where these 3 landing strips end here. I'm going to go through and just kind of add some things that I see are wrong. So I'm going to click there, click to the bottom, And let's set 43. It doesn't really matter what the second block is. If you think this is weird with the dirt and then it goes to stone slabs, don't worry about it. It might not be next episode, but in the coming episodes, we're going to be filling this in with grass and kind of just laying out the land surrounding the landing strips. So this is obviously not going to be like this. We're going to add some grass, add some fencing, and basically add some finishing touches to the kind of surrounding area of the airport. It is going to be kind of like an island airport, much like in Grand Theft Auto 5, where it has like a weird little kind of sand barrier area, like a no man's land. Try and do something like that. And yeah, now I'm just going to slowly chug over to the other side of the airport where the same thing has occurred. But yeah, what else was I going to say? There was something that was pertinent that just escaped me. But I think I'll remember it as soon as we get to the other end, because I think it had something to do with what was over here. Oh yeah. So if you're following along, you might have had some issues with the lighting. Now, if you built these right off of what we left with, you might have realized that these lights double up right here. If they didn't, or if you realize that they would and built this a block back, that's fine too. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get rid of this one right here. I'm just going to fill it in with stone, just like that. It's one of those things where it's like such a huge scale that it being off by a block honestly does not matter at all. So I'm gonna go to each and every one of these and fill this in. It's only for these three, I believe. See, that's a detail that I missed and wanted to touch on. But yeah, no, it's looking great. Again, sorry about not copying over the acacia fence and redstone torches. I will do that as soon as I'm done filming this. And yeah, this is I feel like I should shorten this a little bit. I know it'll suck if you're following along on like console and don't have any world editing software at your disposal. I apologize for that. I also apologize for my neighbors who are stomping around upstairs. That's almost certainly going to get picked up on the microphone. But we are nearly there. Oh, did it do it here too? Okay. But again, that's fine. We'll just fix it. But yeah, this is getting to be right off the bat a long episode. So I'm gonna fix this. Next episode, we're going to basically do the finishing details on the actual tarmac of the landing strips and the runways, such as adding some additional stripes on these kind of longer landing strips, as well as adding numbers. One thing I saw on all of the extensive Google image research I've done is that airports tend to have numbers, even if it's of little use to pilots being so high up, just so they can keep track of them, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to be putting numbers. Probably going to be fixing whatever this is. I don't know what I was smoking when I kind of decided to do the overlapping in this manner, but I can only assume that's not accurate to real airports. So this is going to be a point of address in a coming episode, and then after that, it's going to be terrain around the landing strips And man, that's pretty much it. So we're almost done the landing strip episode. And then I think there's going to be one more airport Let's Build series. Or I guess sub-series. Because those of you who have been following this know that it started with the hotel, then it moved to the terminal, then it moved to the control tower, then it moved to the hangar, and now we're at the landing strip portion of this Let's Build. And after that, I think it's going to be one more, and I think I'm going to call it Let's Build Airport Props. Essentially just all the little tiny buildings and signs and just, I guess, props that inhabit the space of an airport. Because I know there's weird little orange things that crop up every once in a while. Fill in this space, make it look more realistic, more lighting. Maybe not more floor lighting. I think I went a little overboard with the sea lantern, but little I guess custodial buildings or what have you, additional hangars, which for the sake of time, I think I'm just going to use the same hangar design we've been using. So I copy pasted these two from the original, which is over here somewhere that's hidden by the fog. There it is. So this is copy pasted twice, and I think there's going to be 4 more hangars, 2 on either end. I think that's how it is in Grand Theft Auto 5. Again, basing so much of this on the Grand Theft Auto 5 airport, just because, it's the one airport I have a high quality 3D render to run around in and get design cues from. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed episode 9 of the Let's Build an Airport landing strip / runway series. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out and the previous episodes if you would like to follow along. I will keep up with this now that I've started it up again after 2 years. I feel like I haven't really touched upon the fact that this has been lying dormant on my channel for 2 years, and I'm just now picking it back up. But I feel like there's nothing much to say other than, yeah, I'm starting it back up again by popular demand. And we'll hopefully finish this thing sooner rather than later. So anyway, as always, this has been Colonial Puppet. Have a nice day.